Hey everyone, welcome to New York Red Bulls media availability to preview the New York Red Bulls match against Atlanta United FC on Wednesday. We're joined by New York Red Bulls head coach Gerhard Struber, and then we'll be joined by New York Red Bulls midfielder Drew Yearwood. As always, use raise hand function and I'll call on you to ask coach a question. First thing I saw was Mark. Mark, when I start recording, the floor is yours.
What your thoughts are on ways that we can improve in terms of goal creating opportunities and goals. Thank you.
Mark, can you say your question again, please?
Sure, no problem. Good morning. You have a busy week ahead of you with two important games in the East. Talk to us a little bit about overcoming the challenges that you guys have had over the last two games of scoring goals. Thank you.
Yeah, busy week, and I think the good one is we can change the picture very quick, and of course we spoke and reflect the last games, but we don't forget also that we score in Austin 4 goals, and also not with in the end a victory, but also in our home game against Colorado 4 goals. I think in this direction, I think we have to be a little bit realistic. Of course, in DC we give everything for a clean sheet, and also I think in the last game I think the defense structure worked in a very good direction, and this is also, I think, in a moment when not everything is in an outstanding confidence, that the backline and the defense behavior is very good, is, I think, the basic for a victory. And I think in this direction that we score, of course we have ideas, and we reflect the last games, how we can come with more numbers in the box, how we can create a better timing and connection between 6 10s and striker, or 6 and 10s, when we come in good forward running moments, and also I think we have to bring a little bit more brave in the wide areas in 1-1 moments. I think we need that, especially when the opponents stay a little bit deeper. Then we have to realize 1-1 moments on the wide areas, and of course then we need to find the address in the box. I think we create the sensibilization in more directions, I think, in the last day, and also today in our match plan preparation is this also a big topic, how we create more chances, how we can make more power and pressure on the last line from the opponent, that we create in the end better chances, and our expected goals raise goes up. I think this is so the situation what we spoke, and what we have to improve, of course. Maybe, sorry, also one thing, it's also very important that we have a different desire when we come in moments like that, and the determination in moments when we create chances, is that we go with big brave in these moments, and also in set pieces, that we realize how often in this season we create the first or the second goal with a set pieces moment successful. And I think in this direction we have also to be very clear and very focused when we come in opportunities like that.
Next we'll go to Dan Forenstein.
Good morning, Gerhard. Hope you are well today. The way this club has had success against Atlanta United, and the only victory they've ever had against the Red Bulls was in the playoffs. Have you ever had a streak against a certain club, depending on who you've managed, that you have not been capable of losing to, conceding 3 points against?
Yeah, I think sometimes you have clubs, you have a little bit a better statistic, you have whatever the reason sometimes behind. I will not go in so psychological topics, or I think I am a football coach, and I will give an influence in this direction where I have the feeling I have an impact, and I think with a good tactical behavior, and also with I think with our spirit, with our team dynamic, I think we can come in very, very good moments. I think from the logical side, it's more, I think when our pressing setup against Atlanta, and Atlanta is so outstanding possession team, and they celebrate this in a direction, and I think this makes in the end a little bit from the logical side sense. They have always I think a little bit problems with a high intensity, or they have more problems with the team. They have a high intensity, a very proactive aggression style like us, and I think it is not so easy to handle. But of course, this is so, we have to bring this on the field, and we have to work very, very hard in this direction, that we can have our typical moments in this direction. And then I think it's hard for Atlanta, but we have to do it, and not that we dream from something.
Next, we'll go to Ben Cork.
Hi, Gerhard. Just some player status questions, just generally if there are any injuries that the team is dealing with in training this week, and then also more specifically on Tom Edwards, who continues to be out on personal reasons. Just curious if there's any expectation that he will be part of your squad again this year.
I think from the injuries standpoint, at the moment we're on a very, very good level. I have the moment 23 players available in the training. This is an absolutely new one for me here, and of course we will fly today with 20 players. It's very good to see, especially also Andres Rice improvements the last few weeks, I think we are ready to come and have many players available, and from the standpoint with Tom Edwards, don't change the situation. My expectations that he is back in the next few weeks is on a very, very low level. I think my expectation is that we have a roster here right now, and my whole focus and my whole concentration go in this direction, and with Tom Edwards, it's I think a different and difficult topic how we can make a future here with him. I think right now my focus, my concentration is here with my players. They are available.
We have time for two more questions with Coach. First, we'll go to Mark Fishkin, and then we'll finish off with Dan Forenstein. Mark, you have the floor.
Coach, if you could just talk a little bit about poor runs of results that you've had over the course of your career, and steps that you've taken to pull the team out, whether here or elsewhere. This is a team, I don't have to tell you, that had a phenomenal first half of the season, and it appears that over the last 2 weeks, things have really gone in a negative way. Can you also speak to the notion of 3 wins out of 12 at home is not a record that I believe that I have ever seen in professional football? What are the challenges that you see getting results at home in a place where traditionally opposing teams do very, very poorly? Thank you.
Yeah, I think when we look a little bit back in our half season, and I think so many things go in so a successful direction. Also, the development goes in a very good way, and I think from my side, I never have the feeling that, and I think this would be a little bit stupid when we think, oh, with a group like that, we go over the whole season constantly, always a top way. I think this would be, I am not the biggest dreamer. I am a very realistic person, but I think this is normal when you developed a young group in a direction that we have sometimes ups and downs, and now we are more in a situation in a down. Yeah? But then I think and this is, I think I have much experience in this direction to bring players also out of difficult moments with a very clear, I think a very high clarity what we have to do on the field from the logical tactical behavior, and from the other side that we have a top togetherness. I think this is so important that we work very trustful together also in difficult times. I think to create development is not always one street direction. I think you have to be flexible also in these moments, and also that we have a big belief in our world of football, and I can feel this in my group. No one is on the way or is in thoughts, is this right or is this not right? I think so many players, and I would say 100% of the players, they stay with very close behind that what we do every day, and this is for me a very, very good feeling. Otherwise this would be very difficult when I would feel so many players have maybe different opinions. Yeah? But I can feel in a situation like that, and also we don't win the last 3 league games. That's the reality. And it's not more. It's not that we make the situation much bigger. I think from my standpoint, it's very clear. We have to top. I would say we have to hunt the top of the league at the moment. Yeah, of course we have the reality behind us. It's everything very close. Many teams show us a big hunger to jump in the playoffs. But my communication to my boys, it's very clear. We have to hunt the top teams of the league, and for that we need a big togetherness, that everyone is on the same page, and realize our typical principles on our way. And I think right now it's a little bit more difficulty, but this is the life of a football team, and this is the life of a season, and especially in the MLS. And I think I am absolutely not nervous, or I think I have a big belief in my boys, and a big belief that we bounce back. We have to bounce back very quick, of course. We need points and we need wins, but I think we can do it, and we try to do it tomorrow with all our power, and then I think it's on us. Yeah? I think this is very good to know.
And we'll finish up with Dan Forenstein.
Gerhard, just out of curiosity, do you have conversations with Red Bull 2 coach Ibrahim Sagaya on the status of Wiki Carmona? How has he looked? Have you been satisfied enough to bring him back up after the successful season he had last year?
Yeah, I think Vicky made some important steps. We know his series of injuries in the preseason and also in the season. He was very unlucky in more directions. Right now he's on the jump back, and he trained yesterday with us. He's today involved, and maybe he's also involved in the roster. I will decide this after the training today, and then we see maybe he's flying with us to Atlanta.
Coach, thank you for joining us. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.